All right, guys, we're going to get started. So welcome to the webinar. We're talking about Big Bold Confidence today with a special surprise for anyone who hangs in there until the end. My goal is to keep this under an hour. It might be much shorter than that. If this is not your first time with me, you know that I have a habit or a tendency of speaking quickly. So I will try and keep my voice under control. I want to let you guys know, if this is your very first webinar, the chat is open. You should have a chat in the right-hand side of your screen where you guys can interact. And there is also a question and answer section that I'm going to open up a little bit later, where you can ask questions and then I'll be able to see them and answer them. We have some pretty cool functionality here, but right now you should be able to see my screen, which is a PowerPoint that I prepared for you guys on our confidence chat today. So let's jump right in, shall we? First things first, I would like you to think about and let me know what it is that makes you nervous. Where's one place that you feel your confidence is shaken, where you feel, a little just unsure of yourself? Think about that. And what if I told you that that's good news? You're normal, that everyone feels this way sometimes. You're certainly not alone. What if I told you that I could teach you how to stop wasting time, how to recover from setbacks more quickly? We all have setbacks, it happens, but how to hop back up and keep on going. How to stop worrying. It serves no purpose worrying about what other people are thinking of you. What if I could teach you how to believe that your opinion matters, and that what if you had the confidence to share that opinion and speak your mind? I think this is something that so many people, particularly women, struggle with, speaking up and having a voice and having an opinion. If you knew how to improve yourself and make your life better without a question of a doubt? What if you knew for sure the steps that you needed to take? What if you had the confidence to do the things you dream of? What if you could eliminate your fears? We all have them. What if you could just wipe them out entirely and develop the unbreakable willpower? The willpower that you need to say no to things that don't serve you, to create the habits that will get you from where you are today to where you want to be. The willpower and the confidence to believe in yourself, to stop self-sabotaging and to live the life you want. That is what we are here to talk about today. I'm going to give you 5 tips for instant confidence today. They're going to be specific exercises. These are not just thoughts. I'm all about action steps, and that's what we're going to do today. So let's do this. Here is a quick overview of what we're going to talk about today. Number 1 is your personality style, your individual personality style. And if you've been following me on Facebook, you will have seen me alluding to this week. I've been asking some questions about how people think of themselves. I've asked you to rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 on how confident you are. I've asked you to identify whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. And many people were participating in those polls on Facebook, and it's been very interesting. Number 2, we're going to talk about how your personality affects your energy level. Maybe you didn't know that it did, but it absolutely does. We're going to discuss that. Number 3, we're going to talk about managing that energy to become more confident and to make other people comfortable. That is going to be a major theme that you're going to see me touch back on several times today. Number 4, how to exude charisma so that people want to be around you. Because when it comes down to it, if you think about the confident people that you know, and I don't mean cocky, there's a big difference between being confident and sure of yourself and being self-absorbed and overly confident. How to exude that charisma so that people want to be around you. And number 5, strategies to improve your confidence today. So tell me, what does this look like? Take a look. I have a bunch of slides over the next, like 4 or 5 slides in a row, and I want you to think about the qualities that someone has if you consider them unfriendly or self-absorbed. So what are some things that you think of? Perhaps poor eye contact, no smile, maybe no expression at all. Maybe they ignore people. Have you ever been around somebody and they pretend they don't see you, like you see them out in public and they pretend they don't see you? They tend to be standoffish. They avoid interactions. They have that attitude of you're not at my level, so don't speak to me. They generally have closed body language. I call it, I know you've heard this term before, so if you've got me on speaker, cover the little one's ears. Olivia, I know your kids are around. They call this resting bitch face. Have you heard that before? I've actually been accused of having that myself and had to do quite a bit of work to undo that because that's not who I am. But that's what this face that we have up on the slide now is supposed to represent. They may seem uninterested. They may seem full of themselves. The bottom line is they make people feel uncomfortable. They make you feel that you're being judged, that you're being criticized, and these people tend to be quite unapproachable. So I want you to think of someone like this, like picture that person. Maybe there was someone that's the first impression you got of them. Maybe there's a person that your first impression was that they were unapproachable and mean and unfriendly and self-absorbed, but then you later learned that that wasn't the case. So I want you to look through these slides. These are all to represent somebody who's disinterested. Like, this gal is bored, has no interest in what you're saying at all, would rather be doing anything else than talking to you. You get this expression all the time if somebody's like, what are you talking? Are you serious? Please give me a break. Or maybe somebody is looking at you like, please tell me you're finished talking. Like, I would really like you to stop talking now. Think about that person. Now I want you to think about the qualities of someone that you consider shy. And this might be very interesting for you because a lot of times the qualities of someone that you consider to be unfriendly or self-absorbed are the same qualities of a person who is very shy, who is uncomfortably shy. They don't make eye contact. They're in their own head, so people assume they're bored. They look bored, but perhaps they're just so in their own head that they can't focus on what you're saying. They might come across mad or annoyed. Shy people tend to pretend not to see other people to avoid judgments and criticisms themselves, and not vice versa. They don't want to be noticed. They don't want to interact with people because they don't want to say the wrong thing. They feel very unsafe and uncomfortable in social settings and around other people. They're a fish out of water when it comes to being social. They think everyone else is smarter or better than them, so they tend not to speak up. They talk about themselves because they don't know what else to talk about. These are the things that this is really can be mind-blowing for a lot of people, because these two sets of people both carry the characteristics of someone who makes other people feel very uncomfortable. Whether you're just shy or unfriendly and horrible, both of those things look the same to a stranger. So now I want you to think about the characteristics or the qualities of an outgoing or confident person. Think of someone that you admire for that, someone who's very outgoing, someone who makes everyone else feel comfortable when they're around them. That, you want to be around them. They're always smiling. They give great eye contact. They take care of the shy people. They include everyone in the conversation. If they see someone standing on the sidelines, they make a point to pull them into the conversation or whatever is going on. These people enjoy social settings. They usually have open body language. They don't have their arms crossed across their chest, and they're not slouched over in their chair. They notice when someone isn't included. They're curious, genuinely curious about other people. They tend to be comfortable in any conversation. They always seem to know what to say. They're funny. They are appropriately self-deprecating. And I don't mean putting yourself down. What I mean by that is confident people and people who are outgoing, light of themselves in a very light way to make others feel comfortable. So, for example, it might be something like, oh, I'm a mess on the dance floor, just to make everyone else laugh, versus putting themselves down. I hope you see the difference there. Confident people tend to be very down to earth, humble. They make you feel accepted. They make you feel good about yourself. Don't we all want to be that person? That is what today's webinar is all about. And I think this is going to be super awesome. So we're going to get right into the meat of it here. And I want to talk about one big misconception. So earlier this week, I just need a little sip of water, my friends. Give me 1 second. Earlier this week on Facebook, I asked you to identify whether you were an introvert or an extrovert. And everybody gave their opinion. And interestingly enough, For a lot of years, I equated being an introvert with being shy, and an extrovert with somebody who was outgoing, but they are totally different things. Introvert does not equal shy, and extrovert does not equal outgoing. You can be a shy extrovert and vice versa. So I want to talk a little bit about those two personality types, and I really want you to sit in this and think about it and kind of walk through it with me and unpack this with me. And I hope you do have a pen and a piece of paper so that you can take some notes, because some of this stuff can really change how you interact in life with people. And confidence is the number one skill you need to achieve every single goal you ever set for yourself. So this is a biggie. So introverts, these people are sensitive. They tend to feel emotion and energy. They tend to feel responsible for others. They can usually turn it on to be around others, but they need their own space after a while. Introverts like big groups. It's not that they don't like big groups. They like big groups, but in small doses. They think better by themselves, and they find clarity when they're alone. They tend to be easily distracted. And they also tend to feel energy and passion for others so deeply that it can be draining. Let me know if you can relate to that. So an introvert, kind of a classic sign of an introvert, is somebody who needs time alone to decompress because they feel everyone else's emotions so intensely that it can take a lot out of them. Introverts also tend to be focused and effective when they're alone. They love people, but they need a break from it for clarity and focus and energy. Extroverts, on the other hand, so think about that one for a second, and now we're going to talk about extroverts. So extroverts tend to enjoy feeling other people around them. They don't necessarily have to be the center of attention, but they like having people around. It brings them productivity, it brings them joy, it gives them energy, and it brings out their creativity, even if they're not in the middle of the room. Like I said, they don't need to be the center of attention, which I think is a huge misconception. People generally think extroverts are the loud, gregarious, life of the party, and that's not always the case. These are, though, the people who love having other people around them. They feel distracted when they're alone for too long, and in fact can often feel very lonely if they're alone for too long. That's a tongue twister for me. These people, extroverts, tend to do their best work in groups with other people. What are you? Have we had any aha moments in the group? I would love to know. And I would like to know if you think you know which one I am. I'm going to open up the chat so I can see you. And I would love to hear your comments. Does anybody have an opinion whether or I am an introvert or an extrovert? Can you be both? Absolutely. You can absolutely be both. Many of us have tendencies. People will generally have the tendency towards one versus the other. But yes, you can be both. Absolutely. I'm going to have to go back and read all your comments because there are lots of them here, which is fabulous. I'm so, so happy to see you guys on this broadcast. I think this is the coolest platform. Karen, is that your guess for me? You're guessing I'm an introvert. Does anyone else have a guess of which one I am? People usually get this one wrong, actually, so that's a good clue. If you've been following me for a while, you probably know the answer because I give it away. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so. Cindy thinks I'm an extrovert. Interestingly enough, I am a full-blown introvert. I love people, and I can perform, and I can do all of that stuff, but I need my time. I do my best work when I'm on my own. And is that interesting? You guys are doing good guessing. Very good. Yes, I'm an introvert, 100%. I would be considered an outgoing introvert for sure, hands down. So let us move on. You got that one right. You're so smart. Okay, we're getting into it now. Something you need to know, and this is not always easy. That's not easy for me to tell you because I don't want to hurt your feelings, and this might sting a little bit, but I think everybody here kind of gets the gist of it. Shyness is sweet and adorable and endearing when you're 6, but not when you're 36. Shyness is not cute as an adult, and I don't say that to hurt your feelings. If you are someone who considers yourself a shy person, Generally, that's a label or a tag that starts when we're very young. And that was me. I was very shy, painfully shy for a very, very long time. And when we get labeled that way, you know, like sometimes it can start when we're super, super, oh, that's my shy kid. Or, oh, she's just shy. Isn't that cute? She's so shy. That kind of thing. But we hold on to it into adulthood, and it holds us back. And personally, it held me back for a very long time, this story that I am a shy person, because shyness isn't cute. As we discussed at the very beginning of this webinar, shyness looks in the adult world exactly the same as being standoffish and unapproachable, which is not something that any of us want to be. So this is about growth and opportunity. And like I said, I do not want to hurt your feelings because I love you guys so much, but I want to tell you the truth. Shy isn't cute. It makes people uncomfortable. And when you make people uncomfortable, they don't want to be around you. So the question is, how do you want to make people feel? And that's what it comes down to. And that's what this whole thing is about. Confidence isn't about being super self-assured and cocky. It's about how you make other people feel, which is a freeing and liberating concept when you get a hold of it, because it's not about you. It's not, your confidence is not about you at all. Your confidence is about how you make other people. Of water. Could you hear me swallow? You probably can. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quote. Maya Angelou. I love giving quotes, as you know. She said this, and this is brilliant. People will forget what you said. They will forget what you did, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. The way you make someone feel matters, guys. Everyone wants to feel liked and appreciated and noticed and accepted and valued and secure and safe and confident. Like every single person on the planet wants to feel those things. So how do you think you make people feel when you first meet them? If you meet a stranger, what do you suppose their first impression of you is? And part two to that question would be, what do you want their first impression of you to be? Understanding how to change this means learning a new skill, learning how to become more confident. It is a skill. It's not something you're born with, and you can learn it. It is a learnable, practicable skill. And that's what we are going to do. We're going to talk about the most powerful ways to communicate. There are three: nonverbal, verbal, and written. We're going to talk about nonverbal and verbal today briefly, and then I'm going to give you guys some action steps. So nonverbal community is your body language. What does your body language say about you? Is it open or closed? Are you slouched over in your chair, or are you leaning forward and genuinely interested in what the person in front of you has to say? What does your facial expression say about you? Do you have resting bitch face? If that is something that you have, you must wipe it off. Like I said, this was me for a long time, and it wasn't me being cranky. It's just the expression I took on at rest, and I have had to actively retrain myself to wear a smile instead of wear a scowl, which is what I used to do. And it made me unapproachable, which is not what I want to be. You guys know me well enough to know that is certainly not how I want to be viewed. It's also about the way you carry yourself, the way you walk into a room. If you're standing tall, if your shoulders are back, if you go in for the handshake, things like that. And then verbal is how we speak, how we show a genuine interest in other people. And the easiest way to do that, especially if you are somebody who considers themselves formerly shy, because I don't ever want you to call yourself shy again. You can say, I am a formerly shy person who is working on improving my communication skills. The best way to do that is to ask questions. If you are unsure of how to interact with people, if you're unsure of how to be in a social setting. And I think I told you guys this story. I have many stories to share with you about my own self, but one of them is that crowds used to terrify me as a full-blown introvert. The thought of having to carry on small talk with people I didn't know well made me sick. I mean, it just made me so beside myself, nervous. I would avoid social settings at all costs. The best way to overcome that is to ask questions. Ask people about themselves, and they will talk forever because they suddenly realize that you're interested in them. How did you find out about this course? What is it about? Where did you hear about it? Is this the first time you've ever done a webinar? What do you do for a living? What do you love about that? What inspired you to join this webinar today? Are you married? Do you have any children? I was a little skeptical about this course. How about you? Do you follow Mind Body Plate on Facebook? Shameless plug, I know. But that's my point. My point is to ask tons of questions. And if you're not good at it, if you can't do it off the cuff right now because you're just learning this stuff, write them down and practice. Make a list. Make a list of questions that you can ask people in social settings, and they will love it. People love to talk about themselves. We are our own favorite topic. So that is my best, absolute best strategy for improving your communication skills, and one that I have personally done a massive transformation on myself, and it has opened so many doors for me, and it's completely changed my life, and it can do for you as well. Now ask yourself this: do you have the ability to improve? Yes or no? If the answer is no, go about your day. I love ya. Bye, but this isn't for you. If the answer is yes, I can coach you every single step of the way. What if you could learn the skills and practices you need to develop unshakable confidence in your life, the kind of confidence that allows you to set and achieve absolutely any goal, dream up, such that you could set goals that are aligned with who you are and what matters and makes a difference most to you. And then develop a plan to make it impossible for you to fail. You totally can. It's a club, and it's your opportunity for me to coach you personally and to get from where you are today to where you want to be. So I'm going to hop back over and see what you guys are saying in the chat box. And I would say again, oh, lots are here. I love seeing you guys here. That's so awesome. Okay. That's great. I will say again, if you hang in with me until the end, because now I promised a lot of people that I would go over the Bold Life Academy, which I'm going to do very briefly. It's not going to take me very long. And you guys can feel free to chime in and ask any questions that you may have at this point. But at the very end, I have something I think that many of you you've been asking questions about. So I think you'll want to stick around. If you stick around until then, you'll get to hear it and you'll get the opportunity to take advantage. So the Bold Life Academy. This is what we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. And what is it? The program is a full and complete coaching system. It includes content, coaching, and community. So you will be getting one or more weekly training videos in the form of a workbook, video, or audio. The audio in this program is the first step in making permanent change. That's the power that implants these lessons into your brain, because I am doing everything, all the videos, everything will be also available on an audio program. So you can listen to it over and over and over in the shower, in the car, on your walks, until it becomes part of the fabric of who you are. You're going to be getting everything you see here on the screen: welcome pack and bonus orientation package, weekly resource companion packets, so PDFs. We're going to have goal tracker sheets, lots of things included. And then there's also going to be 2 times monthly, so 4 total, mindset and motivation audio or video lessons, much like we were doing in the 30-day wellness challenge, which I know most of you participated in. You will also be getting the coaching. This is the meat and potatoes of the program. It's going to be 90-minute weekly group calls to go deeper and discuss the things that we've been talking about throughout the week, and to discuss the homework and any questions that have come up for you. It's also your opportunity to get support directly from me. All of these calls will be recorded. We will likely do many of them just like this in webinar format, or videos, Google Hangouts specifically, but it will probably be this webinar format because this is being recorded as we speak. So you'll be able to go back and watch the replay and then ask questions afterwards. And then the community, and this is the very exciting part, the Facebook group. This is key. It's going to be completely private. This is not going to be the Body Mind Plate page. It's a totally different group. And it's interesting because this is, of course, the tribe of the men and women, mostly women, I think, from all around the world who have similar mission and goals as you do. It's a mastermind partnership, and you will have exclusive access to everything inside this group. However, We will not be putting you into the group from day one. We're going to learn the skills to be effective in this group for one another so that you don't make some critical errors. The whole point of this program is to retrain your brain. So I'm going to teach you how to change your written communication skills so that you can type with confidence and in a way that propels you towards your goals. You can tell if someone is confident by the way they write. So what would happen if I plopped everybody brand new into a Facebook group, and I'm sure you've seen this happen before, is that people start saying, oh, I'm new to the group. I'm really nervous. I don't know if I can do it. I got behind on the videos and I'm just trying to catch up. And it turns into this negative spiral of, just doubt. It turns into a negative doubt spiral, and that is not what we want. So there is a delay between starting the program and when you get into the Facebook group, because that is golden for us and so, so, so important. So what is it exactly? We're going to school, yes, but I'm going with you, and you can take it at your own pace. I realize that everybody is busy. I'm busy too. I am a wife-to-be. I run my own business. I also work. I have lots of other commitments. So like you, I'm super busy, and I realize that not everybody can be available at the same time. So this is a program that it doesn't matter where you are in life, you can do it, and you can take it at your own pace. You'll be downloading the PDFs. That's the homework. This isn't just going to be ideas. It's going to be a plan of action. You're going to be different on the other side. That is the goal. It's not just theory and it's not just philosophy. It is actually accomplishing big, big goals moving forward. So it is broken up into 8 different phases. Very exciting. I spent so much time on this. Phase number 1 is clarity and mindset. This is where you're going to really get to know yourself, your purpose, your why, your priorities, and what it means to be you. We did a little bit of this work in the 30-day challenge, but we're going much, much deeper. So we're going to get in tune with what you desire for your life, what makes you excited, what you're most passionate about. We're going to do a thought inventory and a complete analysis, basically an audit of your mindset and your thoughts and the things that you allow into your space. We're training you to think like the person you are trying to become, the person that you were born to become. You're going to learn how to free yourself from limiting beliefs. We all know what those are because we've all identified some of those in the 30-day challenge, myself included. So we're going to work hard to get rid of those and boot them out of the way. We have lots of different workbooks in this week 1, this phase 1. And of course, this is broken up into weeks. You can take as much time as you want. You have lifetime access to this program. It never goes away. So you're going to learn how to generate big goals that are aligned with your purpose, because what happens when people set goals before they know who they are and why they're doing what they're doing and what their priorities are, that's why people fail, because the goals don't make sense for where they are in their life. And then we're also going to go through the Bold Life training, which is understanding how to set up the daily rituals and practices and habits that make it impossible for you to fail. Phase number 2 is going to be all about big goal setting and integrity. I put those together for an interesting read. You might not think those go together, but we're diving in early here because the purpose of this part of the program is to set and achieve one big goal, at least. You can set more than one, but I want every single person to set a goal in the beginning, and at week number 8, be able to say, I achieved that goal, and it will be mind-blowing. It will be huge. The reason integrity is in this section is because I'm talking about the integrity to yourself with your goals. Setting goals that are aligned with your why, with your priority, with your mission statement, like with your life mission statement. We're also going to do a really fun activity about setting crazy cool goal lists. I have the coolest strategy you ever saw that will totally be a game changer for you. We're also going to identify and talk about the needle mover goal. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this is so exciting. I can't wait to share it with you. And this is something that has made a huge impact in my own life and in the lives of lots of my clients. And we're going to learn how to start living the life you want right now. We don't have to wait until week 8. You can start where you are absolutely right now. That's what we're going to do. Phase number 3 is vital practice. I was going to put this one later in the academy, but I decided to put it early because I do think it's super important. And this one also has to do with the special surprise I have for you guys at the end of this webinar. So this is about your body and the treatment of your body and what you do to yourself. So in order to achieve success, we've talked about this already in the 30-day challenge, and find balance and create a life that you love with focus and drive and passion, you must take care of your body in a deliberate way. So in this phase, we're going through the complete wellness guide, and that's how to incorporate healthy habits that will boost your productivity into your life. You're going to learn how to reclaim your morning and lead your day with intention. We're going to create healthy relationships with food and exercise. It is not a diet plan, but you're going to find a way of eating and exercising that serves you best. You're going to develop daily practices that lead to loads of energy, a lean and healthy body, and the strength, the physical strength to achieve your dreams, because it does take some physical strength. If your body is exhausted, your mind can't perform the way you need it to. We're also going to create not a non-negotiable fitness plan, because that's another vital part. I'm excited about that week because, as you know, I've pulled away a bit from food and fitness, but it's still a huge part of who I am. Week number 4, phase number 4, we're halfway through the program now. This is all about protecting your space. It's another big one, and it's another super important one. If we're trying to achieve a life that we've always wanted, it's going to take some significant shifts. Some will be uncomfortable and some will set you free. So this is all about raising your standards, overcoming social anxieties, and becoming powerful and passionate in who you really are. A lot to do with confidence. This is a huge amount to do with confidence and everything we've just talked about. It's about finding your tribe, really finding them, not just thinking about finding them, not just brainstorming about it, going out and finding those people. It's also about your personal space inventory and how to set boundaries that protect you, your family, and your goals and your ability to reach those goals. And we're also going to dive deep and learn how to say no and be willing to walk alone for a bit in our journey. That sounds like a daunting statement, but trust me, it's not. It's totally liberating, and it will totally change how you think about this. Week number 5 will be about following your fear. As you can see, we're getting deeper and deeper into the program here. It's getting more and more serious. So this week is all about risk taking. It is the most direct path to success. You're going to learn how to lean into fear instead of run away from it, and overcome every obstacle in your path. That's what this week is all about. We're going to expose the lies that we tell ourselves and overcome all of that self-doubt and the excuses we make and the stories we tell ourselves. And we're going to learn to calm the chatter in our heads so that we can have laser focus on reaching our goals. This week's about talking less and taking more action, and learning how to handle and embrace failure, how to bounce back after you fall, how to learn to fall with grace, because falling is part of the process. It's about getting back up. And last but not least, learning how to break out of mediocrity, because that's not what you guys want for yourselves. It's not what I want for you. I want you to live a big, bold, exciting, passionate life full of all of the things that you want. Week number 6 is about finding your power. So this is about realizing and embracing and standing in the truth that is, you are a force of nature. Every single one of you is a force, and you can accomplish any goal you set. Whether it's lose 10 pounds, or whether it's earn 10K in your home-based business this month, or whether it's run your first marathon, or whether it's quit your job and go after your dreams, or travel a globe, or buy a vacation home, whatever the goal is. That's what this week is about. It's about realizing that you can have that. You can have whatever you want. It's about shifting your perception so that you can manifest the things that you want in your life. And I don't mean that in an airy-fairy way. As you guys know from working with me over the last month or so, I mean via strategy, via action steps that get you close to your goal. It's about learning to figure out what you truly want to do with your life. Is it what you're doing now, or is there something that is sort of lingering in the back of your head that you should be doing? What are you here for? It's about setting up those triggers. We talked a lot about triggers in the 30-day challenge, and we're going to get very specific and set them up to maintain your habits. And it's also about cultivating more of that confidence and getting comfortable being uncomfortable. One of my very favorite things to do. And one of the things that has helped me shape the life that I have now. Week number 7, phase number 7 is the goal is not the goal. I love that statement. We sometimes get so focused on the end that we forget the journey. This week we're unpacking what you need to know about not just setting goals, but the steps it will take to reach those goals, the journey. We're going to do a paradigm shift workbook We're also going to learn how to, this is very exciting, how to reverse engineer your goals. So to set huge goals and then work backwards in order to achieve them. We're learning how to act and show up as your highest self. So act as the person you want to be. And then how to develop more confidence. It's a theme through action and taking the first steps and making the needle move. We're going to talk a lot about making that needle move. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you should totally join the Academy, because I will teach you and it will change everything. And why you must have a comrade or a coach. Super important. I actually have a coach myself, if anybody is wondering. I believe everybody should have one. I believe everybody should invest in themselves. You never regret investing in your own personal development. I just got off the phone with my coach before this call, actually, and it was perfect timing. And then week number 8, this will be the final week. I love that picture. So this is blueprint and achievement mapping. This is it. This is the strategy. This week, we will develop an actionable plan and start executing the steps that will get you to your goal. You're going to build your roadmap to success this week. We're going to develop the strategy and start taking more action, because you've already taken lots, but we're going to take even more this week. And then you're going to learn how to maintain that laser focus and take daily action towards your strategy. Also learning how to develop the skills you need to uncover the resources necessary to reach your goals. So it takes help. It takes a village. We are your village. So you're going to learn how to find those resources, figure out what they are, and then figure out how to find them. And then we're also going to, of course, celebrate your success along the way. That was a lot of talking. So I would like to take a minute and see if you guys have any questions on any of that so far. I know I have been yammering for a while here, and I really want to take a few questions. But first, I want to see if there's any new ones. I had some come in earlier. I'm going to address here in a sec. But I would like you to imagine what it would be like if you believed you could do anything. Like, leave this whole academy out of your head for a second. And I want you to imagine what it would be like if you truly believed that you could do anything. If you had the confidence that whatever you set out to do, you would achieve. You could not fail. Wouldn't that change everything for you? Like, this was such a huge subterranean shift for me when I started actually believing I could do the things that I always dreamed of doing, but never felt confident enough to go after it. It also means figuring out if you need more after the program is over. Like, what's on the other end of the program? What's on the other end of the academy? How much progress have you made? We're going to measure I'm all about measuring progress and knowing the statistics. So we're going to do a lot of that. At the end of this, the one goal is this: you will know how to make the right decisions. You're not going to have that fear of missing out, because when you go through this academy, which is completely different than anything I have ever offered before, you'll know, and you'll have no doubt that you made the right decision. You'll have found clarity. You'll be able to make crazy, awesome, cool, outrageous, and bold decisions, and you'll have no doubt that you are doing the right thing for you, because you will have done the work. So I want to take a couple of questions. I see some questions coming in, and I also want to open up the offer for you guys. So you should be able to see the offer if you are ready to join. That is an option. No pressure. Of course, I would love to see you there. And I'm going to take a couple questions. So is this just for entrepreneurs? It's a lot of people have been asking, what if I just, I want to lose a few pounds? This is going to be a vague answer, but it's my answer. It's for any goal. This is for any goal. So if your goal is to lose 30 pounds, great. You can do that with this program. If your goal is to start a business and stay at home with your kids and quit your day job, you can do that with this program. If your goal is to clean up your headspace, like get rid of certain negative influences in your life, then this program is for you. It's for any goal in the world. If your goal is to pay off your debt and finally find financial freedom so that you can take your dream vacation with you and your family, then this program is for you. It's for any goal that you could possibly think of. Another question I've been getting, everybody's going to relate to this one. What if I can't afford it? I don't have the money right now and all of that. And I will say this: I hear you. I get it, because I thought that before as well. I would like you to think of it this way. First of all, if you need a payment plan and you really want to take this program and you can't pay it up front, send me an email and I will make it work for you. Also think of this. The cost of this program is less than $12 a week. It's for 8 weeks. You have lifetime access. If you think of it in terms of investing in yourself, like the full cost of the program is less than what most people pay 1 month for their television package. Just to put it into perspective, and I totally understand, I understand the price thing and I get it, but I just really want you guys to think about that. Like if this is something that you know will help you, that you know you can do, that you know will serve you, send me a message and we will work it out. Another question I got was the 30-day challenge I found overwhelming. Like maybe I should just go back and do that. Is this going to be like that? And the answer is no. The 30-day challenge was overwhelming. I totally agree. It was a pilot program and it will stay up, but I'm going to tweak it some because it was too much. It was too much too fast. This program is completely different. We are taking, I mean, I just read it to you guys. Each week has a theme. It's not going to be homework every single day. It's not going to be a new thing to think about every day. It's going to be a new thing to think about every week. So you're also getting a lot more support in this program in terms of workbooks and PDFs and audio programs and things that can carry you well beyond. When does it start? May 29th, a little less than 2 weeks away. I'm super excited. So just as a review, here's everything you get one more time. It's a robust package. You get the community, the Facebook group, you get the coaching, you get email support from me, you get the tribe, you get the 90-minute weekly group calls to go deeper and discuss everything. The calls, of course, are going to be recorded. You're also getting a bonus orientation, welcome to the program call with me. It will likely be a format just like this. And you get the content. So the weekly trainings, there will usually be one. Sometimes I'll have like some extra bonus stuff, but it'll all be one topic, like one theme. You'll get the bonus pack and orientation, and you will get the resource companion packets of audios, goal sheets, PDFs, etc. Plus the bi-monthly mindset and motivation audio series. All of that is included in the program. And I really wanted this to be robust. I wanted it to be huge. My personal coaching, I hope none of my one-on-one clients are on here. I'm sure they're going to be thinking, what the heck? But 8 weeks of my coaching would be over $1,000 for this many hours of coaching. And I wanted all the steps to be here. And I wanted this to be accessible for everyone. And I know not everyone can imagine investing thousands of dollars in themselves. The first time I did it was terrifying. Like this is a needle mover program, and I don't want you to mistake that. Like this is going to be huge, but I wanted to make it affordable for everyone. And I want you to pull the trigger. I want you to take the courageous first step. I know you won't regret it, and I know it's scary, and maybe you can't see the vision yet. So I'm offering a 7-day money-back guarantee. I can't erase your fear, but I can totally minimize it for you. I know I needed that when I made my first investment in myself. It was terrifying. I did not have the money, and that investment was $2,000. It totally made me sick, but it did change my life, and I haven't stopped since. And I am a completely different person now than I was back then. And I want that for you too. Like I want you to have goals and have everything you ever wanted in life. So I would like you to ask yourself, why not now? Why not you? Don't you deserve to have everything you ever wanted in life? Like, let's do this. It's like jumping off a diving board. You're nervous at the top. It seems like a big leap. It's overwhelming. And then you jump and then you hit the water and everything's fine. And then you're so happy that you did it. It's the same thing. It's such a disservice to let fear get in the way of what you deserve in your life. And I cannot wait to work further through this with you guys. I can't express enough how excited I am for the people who are joining. Super, super happy to see that. I've never done a webinar like this before because I've never done a program like this before. And this is going to be a game changer. I really hope you guys will invest in yourself. It will make you feel amazing. It will improve the quality of your life, the quality of your relationships. Everything can change for you. There's a huge trickle down effect when you start taking taking something like this on. So when do we get into the Facebook group? I'm getting the questions. At the 7-day mark, y'all. That's when you're getting in. It's not a social club. Negative Nellies will be bumped out. I don't think that's going to happen, but you can go anywhere on Facebook and get that garbage. That's not what this is going to be about. This is about growth and continuing to learn. And this is our tribe. So I'm going to hold it very sacred. So yeah, at the 7-day mark, everybody will go into the Facebook group and then we'll continue from there. And for everybody that hung around until the end, I have a special announcement for people who are taking advantage of this offer today. So because so many of you have been asking, and also because I ambushed you with this massive shift in focus, some of you are new to me, but some of you are not new. And I used to be all fitness and food. And a lot of people are like, what the heck? Like, you're not doing fitness and food anymore. I loved it. And I've been getting tons and tons and tons of questions about doing another, weight loss program or a fitness program or whatever. And I'm not doing that. However, when you register, if you register today on this call, I will give you a choice of a bonus program. When you join today, I will give you a choice of 10 of the programs that I've done in the past. So that could be anything from the 21-day detox. It could be the lean paleo challenge. It could be the better body challenge. It could be happy healthy. There's lots of different programs, and I will put a list together for you guys. And I will give you the choice of that program. Most of them do come with fitness videos. Most of them do come with a meal plan, and I will throw that in for anybody who takes advantage today and takes action, takes big, bold action, and takes a big step. So let's open it up for more questions. If you guys have any, please type them in the chat window. And I would also really appreciate your feedback. We only have a few more minutes. So if you're sitting on the fence, I encourage you to take that big leap and join the program. And if you need some help, please do reach out to me, because I really, 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 really want to see you guys there. Andrea, yippee, can I just sign up from the email? Absolutely. Yep, you don't have to sign up from this link. If you sign up from the email in the next 24 hours, I'm going to give everybody the option to grab one of those bonus programs for sure. How did you guys feel about this webinar? Do you think this is a good platform? Is this something we should do some more of? I can put my face on here, like you guys could totally see me talking. So I just really want to know what you think of it. Like I said, it's the first time that we have done anything this way. So looking for some feedback to see how you feel about everything that we've talked about and how this platform works. I'm thinking I like it so far. I think it's worked really, really, really well. I'm leaving it open for 3 more minutes. So if anybody else is ready to take action and sign up for the Academy, I so hope to see you there. And don't forget, this Saturday is our get-together, our little get-together at the Nook and Cranny. So if you're local to the area here in Truro, we are doing a little meet and greet, and I can't wait. Anita says, I've been here all along, was on full screen and didn't see the chat box. Ha, that's okay. Full screen's fine. Now you can go back and read all the comments in the next few minutes if you want to. I'm glad you were here, though. I love seeing you guys. Did everybody get the reminder email that the webinar was today? I hope so. I wasn't sure. Like I said, I didn't know how this worked at all. So I was really, really just kind of using you guys as guinea pigs, as I always do. We have about 2 more minutes if anybody is going to take action and get on the bandwagon. And are in this platform, lots of options for everyone. Yes, got it. Good. Got a few reminder emails. Good. Yeah, I sent one personally, and then hey Charlene. Well, I didn't know you were here. How nice to see you. What a fun surprise. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, the platform sent an email, and I also sent, I know I sent quite a few emails in the last couple of days because I'm so excited and I have so many things to tell you guys. 1 more minute, guys, and I'm going to shut it down. The replay will be up. I'm going to, I'll put it up. It will not be on Facebook. There I am, all signed up. Welcome to the club, Andrea. I'm so happy to hear it. Yay. So happy to see you signed up. Thank you so much for putting your trust in me and sticking with us. I love it. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited about this program. I just think for so many people, and this stuff has, like I said, this has made a massive difference in my life. So very exciting. I can see that somebody has their hand up, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to answer people's hands. So if you raised your hand, oh, Anita, yes, there should be a sign up button. If you go to the top, I don't know how it looks from your guys' view, but there's definitely an offer available here. If you can't find it here, you can also like sign up from the emails that I have sent, no problem, and you'll still get access to everything. But yeah, I do have another cart open here if that's what you want to do. Oh, Krista, you have your hand up. I don't know how to answer your hand, but I can see it. That's so cool. Really neat. Cart, yes. Cynthia, it starts May 29th. May 29th, we start. Minimize your screen. Okay, Andrea is telling the instructions. So whoever was looking for the shopping cart, you minimize your screen and it's on the left-hand side. Click out of the chat box and it will appear. You guys are like my little IT tech people. I love it. It's perfect. I have a different screen than you guys, so it's really, it's different for me to see than it is for you to see. Love to sign up too. Oh, good, Shannon. I so hope you can make it work. Totally. And if you need any help, like I said, I'm a real person. I'm not just some person out in the internet world. I'm a totally real person. I totally get the struggles. I totally get the challenges. I've been through many of them myself, and happy to work with you to make that happen. Can't wait to see you guys there. Okay, I can see you guys clicking on the offer now. Awesome, awesome. I guess everybody is finding it. That is so great. Any more questions, guys, before I hang up? I ran it. Look, we're under an hour. That's quite impressive. I feel like I deserve a little pat on my own back for that one. I hope you've taken a second to look at this last slide. I didn't even talk about it, but it's what does success mean to you? I want you guys to really sit with that over the next 24 hours or so and really think about what does success mean to you in the grand scheme of things. And I hope it means being able to see actual progress, being able to make decisions and not have any doubt that you made the right decision, being able to show fearlessness in your decision making and in your goal setting, having clarity in what it is you are trying to achieve, where you want to go, exactly where you want to go, and being able to take big, bold action. Thank you, Charlene. Hoping I can figure out a way to sign up too. Oh, good, Olivia. I hope so too. I really hope so. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help, of course. I am going to log off, my darlings, very soon, and I will see you guys next time. I will send an email with the replay in case you missed it. I love you. Have a great night, and we will chat soon.